Welcome, welcome, welcome to the She Trucking Podcast. This is episode number 31, 32. Episode number 32. We have an amazing show for you all today. We have Miss Regina Shields coming on the She Trucking Podcast. She is a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, the CEO and founder of Entrepreneurial Girl and Film Girl. She's also all about self care. Okay, and this is what this show is going to be about. She also does film and editing as well, jack of all trades. And she has some things that she's going to be sharing with us. Yeah, make sure you share this out. Share it out, share it out. Tell someone to tune in because it's going to be an amazing show. So we're just going to jump right on in and have Miss Regina come on. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on the She Trucking Podcast. It's such an honor to have you on today. If you want to introduce yourself and tell everybody about you.
Well, it's definitely an honor to be here. I'm so excited to just to talk to you. I'm Regina Shields. I am the founder of, I'm the founder of Entrepreneurial Girl, just GURL, like girl, Entrepreneurial Girl and Film Girl Productions. And, what we do is motivate women. We motivate girls that are in the business. So I'm so excited to connect with you. Definitely. Yeah. You there, Alicia Ray? Where you at? You left me.
Thank you for sharing. I was just looking to make sure that we are live, and yes, we are live. Everybody, share this out. Share this out. Thank you for the love. As we proceed as well through our conversations, you know that we love your questions. So get questions and give us feedback throughout the show, and we'll get right to it. So, Entrepreneur Girl, can you explain what that is, or you want to start with Film Girl? Whichever one, both of them. Let us know what it's all about.
Well, I am a behind the scenes person, like in post production. So I shoot and I edit, and I've been doing this for probably close to 20 years. I started off in 1997, and I graduated from the Los Angeles Film School as the first African American female. And when I went to the school, I was just like, oh my God, there's nobody there like us. It was barely, African American men in the mix, but just to see no women in the mix, I was like, wow, something needs to change about this. And so that prompted me to go into trying to help younger women or women in general get behind the scenes in post production. And I've always been a person that loved business. So I decided to like branch off and do the Entrepreneurial Girl, which has been kind of like my newest venture, because there's not a shortage of women in business, but we need a supportive group like how you are with the She Trucking community. I absolutely love just the community that you have, and it's vital. It's really, really vital. So that's how I started.
Awesome. And I noticed, I've been following you, and on your videos you have the videos with you working out, motivating people to get healthy, stay healthy and everything. What is that all about? Like what drives you to motivate people and really care for people like you do?
Well, it happened. It happened because I I'm a caring person. I'm an empath. I'm the type of person that, like, if I see somebody in need, I want to help. Like, I just want to be there. But during my journey of wanting to help people, I'm like, I have to show them better than I can tell them. So I can only lead by example. When I begin to lead by example, people start to, look at me like, oh my God, Regina, you losing weight. Oh my God, Regina, you doing this, you doing that. And so I come to find out that it's easier done than said. So sometimes people will look at your words and they'll say, oh yeah, you saying that, but you're not doing it. So I said, okay, you know what I got to do? I got to start working out. I got to start practicing peace. I got to start meditating. I got to start, just sweeping around my own front door. And I didn't really even just have to, tell people, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. I just started doing it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start working out. And when they start seeing my body come into shape, they're like, what are you doing? So it's like, I find that that's the best way to motivate people, is just by doing it, just being a doer.
Absolutely. And you've been very, very motivating. And also your tea. I see. Let me tell y'all, if y'all definitely follow her on Instagram, Entrepreneur Girl, she always have her tea. So what type of tea are you drinking today?
Well, this happens to be ginger tea.
Ginger.
Yeah, that's some ginger tea. I love ginger. Ginger is so bomb. And then a friend of mine, he has a company called S.H.E Pickles, and he has like sea moss. And so with my fitness journey, I was like, let me try this sea moss to see how it works for me, because I just been into like the health, making sure that I'm putting the right things in my body, because so many people in our community, we have all these different ailments that are not necessarily hereditary. They are our habits. They are the things that we do when we're young. So if we change our habits when we're young, when we get older, we won't be affected by that stuff. Diabetes and high blood pressure and all that stuff runs very rapid in our community, and it's important that we figure out what it is to prevent ourselves from getting those different ailments. And so I was very, very, very interested in making sure that I had good energy, making sure that I have, that I feed my body the same thing I feed my mind, and that's just good vibrations.
Absolutely awesome. Awesome. Let's go into the self-care part. If you want to explain how to care for yourself, what do that mean? Just really break it down and let's get into it.
Let's get into it, girl, because see, this is the thing. So many times we're told that if I take care of myself, I'm being selfish. And as being an empath, it really, really, really is hard to get into that feeling tone of taking care of yourself. For to tell yourself, I love you. And when is the last time you looked in the mirror and said, Sheree, I love you, or Regina, I love you, or just I love you. I love you. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are generous. You are fun. You are comedy. You are whatever it is that you are. Like, you have to speak that life into yourself. And so many times it's easy for us to tell somebody else that, but we fail to realize is that the first person that needs to hear that is us. We got to tell that to ourselves. How's somebody else going to believe that when you don't believe that about yourself? So self-confidence and self-care and self-love is not selfish. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's important. When I first got my first tattoo at 17, they said make sure you put something on you that you love.
Yeah.
And so I put my name on me.
Bravo.
People used to ask me all kind of questions. Why did you put your name on you? I said, because I love myself.
There
I
we
would
go.
never wanted to remove it. And I didn't know what else I could put on there,
Yeah.
that I would want to keep for a long time. We have a question. Miss Smith says, what's the name of the sea moss again?
It's S.H.E Pickles, which is SOLEPICKLES.com. And he has like a bunch of him and his wife, they have a bunch of different products on there, anything from pickled what is it, asparagus, to pickled mangoes, to pickled string beans, to sea moss, like everything under the sun. So this is probably like I think it's about a week or two I've had it, and it's been giving me like some great energy. So I've just been trying out different things to that benefit the body. And so I've been hearing a lot about it, been doing research, and I decided, like, you know what, let me go for it. Let's try it.
Miss Shana said, "I put my name on she got her first her name on as her first tattoo as well.
Well,
It's
we're not gonna go into tattoos, because I made a mistake and put somebody else's name, and I hate needles. And this is my first time ever putting this out there. Nobody, my ex-husband didn't like it. He's like, look, 15.
Look, I stuck with me, my mom, and I put she on me for she trucking. So I try to stay in the clear. Y'all let me know if the camera is messing up a little. It looked like let me know if y'all can see us, or is it just me?
Would you have no problem? You can't see me?
The screen is kind of going out from what I can see.
Uh-huh. I can
Let
see. I
me go and
see clearly now.
let me know if it's clear or not, y'all, in the comments, please. Let's see.
And out from what I can.
Oh, actually, it is. It's clear. So we good.
Okay.
All righty. You talked about meditation.
Uh-huh.
What can you talk about? Like, explain how to meditate. Give us a. Let us meditate with you and teach us how to meditate.
Okay. Well, I just started my journey probably like maybe a year ago, and it's been the best experience that I've ever had in my entire life. I've always been a spiritual person, but a lot of times, like, we grow up and we become a part of religion, and we don't necessarily become a part of spirituality, or become one with spirituality. And so when I go to Agape, which is a spiritual community center in Los Angeles, California, and when I went to this place, it was unlike no other place I've ever been to in my life, and I felt at home. And so, when I started off with the meditation practice, it at first it was sort of difficult to do because my mind was always constantly moving. Like, I'm always thinking about something. I'm always worried about something. I'm always just, my mind is moving a million miles per hour. And so when I went to Agape, Reverend Michael Beckwith, which is my spiritual teacher, he taught us how to meditate. Like, we'll sit there, like I do the 6:45 a.m. service, which you guys can go online and also meditate and learn how to do this. Agape Live, which is AGAPELIVE.com. And there's a bunch of, like, you can go to the live stream and then you can, follow the guided meditation. Now, I'm not a person that really, like, does the guided meditation yet, but my experience with it has been absolutely amazing. And what you do is you just sit there and you'll hold your hands, down in a relaxed place. You'll keep your feet placed, really, 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 just not really still or anything like that, but you just sit there and you just relax. You take a breath. You just take a breath. You can take one right now and just release, and you just close your eyes and you just get in this space of, like, peace. You try to quiet your mind where you don't think about anything. You just quiet your mind, and it really, once you understand the power of quieting your mind, oh my God, it is a breakthrough out of this world. I mean, no matter what is going on in your space, when you take that breath and you release, and then you sit there and you just at peace, and you're in the present moment, and you become just aligned with who you are. You become aligned with just peace that surpasses all understanding. It's a, oh my God, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing feeling. And I'm going to throw some more stuff on my website and do some and attempt to do some guided meditation of, about the things that work for me. So I challenge you guys to do it because it is on another level. Definitely is.
Absolutely. I was doing it with you as you was describing it, and I felt better.
Yeah.
'Cause today was a long day. I had my little 1-year-old around me, and I'm just like, so now I feel more calmer. How
Yeah.
long would you meditate? Like, what's a good time frame? Like 10 minutes out your day, 30 minutes? Like, what types?
It's really up to you. I know that we have different times that we do it at Agape. Like, I did the 6:45 a.m. meditation. We'll do it before service. So we'll sit there, and for me, mornings, well, I will do it throughout the day whenever I just feel it or whatever. But the morning is just something about just that peaceful space of just that morning dew that just has, like, appreciation of life, of just taking, like, that breath and, like, understanding that life is good. When you get into that space to say life is good. Don't look at the circumstances. Don't look at what's going on, but you just get in that feeling tone of life is good. And you say that enough, you'll start believing it. Even though it don't look like you'll start believing that thing or whatever. But what I'll do is I'll with meditation, I'll listen to, some in the morning, and then at night I'll go to bed with, with it sitting on my dresser. I'll turn it down low. I'll go to YouTube and I'll do something like meditation for healing, or meditation for prosperity, meditation for abundance, meditation for whatever it is that you're feeling at that moment. You could just type that in and just, I'll dim the light and I'll put it, next to my bed, and I'll just listen to it. I'll just let it, like, speak to my subconscious mind, because the thing that we don't realize is that when we got that TV playing in the background, all of that stuff is going into your subconscious mind. So you wonder why you wake up in the morning with all of this just, like, chaotic stuff going on. You're listening to the news. You're listening to, love and hip hop. You listen to all of these different things that are like the distraction to your mind. So when you got these different affirmations and just this good energy going into your mind, it will do wonders for you. So that's what I do as far as my meditation is concerned.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Miss Shana said it's good to start your day off on a positive note. Your whole day will be based off the start of it. So yeah, that
Absolutely.
start. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Positive affirmations was something that I put into my planner this year.
Nice.
I made a planner called a S.H.E planner,
Uh-huh.
and I one of the pages says write positive affirmations about yourself. What
Uh-huh.
are some positive affirmations that you would like to share?
Well, see, my board back here, I got some affirmations. I bought this board at it's supposed to be a dollar store, but they ended up costing me like $7. I was like, wait, help me. I'm a little bargain shopper. But it says notes to my super awesome self. And when I saw it, I said, you know what? That's talking to me. That's talking to me. So that was one of my affirmations. But one of my affirmations is all of my needs are met. And that's something that Reverend Michael always talks about, that all of my needs are met. And another one of mine is abundance, great health is mine. So I speak it into my life. I speak what I want. And you have to understand that the power of life and death is in the tongue. And so if the same good energy and the good vibrations and things that you do want and the things that you don't want, they are equal. So whatever you put out there into the universe, it's going to show up according to the way you feel. So you have to really, really be aware of the words that you speak. I remember one time I had a situation happen to me. My 21-year-old niece was murdered in August 3rd, 2008. And when I tell you, it was the worst time of my life. I said that I was like, I wish I wasn't here. I literally said, I wish I was not here. I wish I wasn't here. Lo and behold, my sister, whose daughter it was, whose daughter it is, she had some almonds, and we had some wine and some almonds. And I said, let me have a few of those. And so I had a few of those. And next thing you know, my throat started locking up. I started feeling like I was like, I can't breathe. Like it was just like one of the most scariest feelings in my life. I had to go to the ER, and I hate needles. I hate all of that stuff. And at that moment, when I finally came to myself, I had to really, 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 really check myself and tell myself, Regina, don't ever say nothing that you don't want, because the same energy that you say something about what you don't want is the same thing. It's a thing that you will get. It's a thing that you will get. And so I was like, wow. I was like, I've never been allergic to anything in my life. I never thought that like a sense like almonds would kill me. But then when I went back to realizing that, I said I didn't want to be here anymore. And it was like, wow, that was an aha moment for me. And so I tell you guys it's like, be careful with what you say, because it will happen, and it can happen, especially when that is your intention, because the power of intention is real.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Manifestation is real
Yeah.
too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so what you put out, it comes back. It can come, like you say, it can come in real life, and putting out positive things, you can accomplish goals.
Oh
So
yeah.
you want to go into some how to manifest your goals, how to bring things to life. You want to go into some of that?
Well, you know what? This right here, this moment with you is all manifestation. And this just happened, last week?
Absolutely.
This just happened last week. Like I randomly just jumped on live. Like it was past my bedtime when I got on your live.
Yes. So just a little history, y'all. I normally go live sometime on my Instagram late at night for some reason. I try to stay on Facebook during the day, and it's Instagram at night. And so Miss Regina came on. Entrepreneur Girl is her page on Instagram. And I was talking about this, like how to take a breath, breathe, like stop. Sometimes you just have to stop and reset and stuff like that. And I left my quote with it, with everybody, and I was saying, go to sleep with a dream, wake up with a purpose. And then I think like we just bonded, like we just bonded through this whole conversation, and I was like, I have to have you on my podcast. I have to have you come on today because your energy was just everything. It was so needed, and just I was just so intrigued with everything she has. Let me tell you, I definitely follow Entrepreneur Girl on Instagram if you have not, because it will. You can be having the worst day in the world, and you go to her page, and then make you have the best day ever. So definitely follow Entrepreneur Girl on Instagram.
I appreciate
But
that, and I'm telling you like this woman right here. Oh my God, she is super powerful. Like we just connected like that because
right,
like-minded connect and great energies connect. Like what she's doing with the she trucking community, I was like blown back, and I was like, I got to be a part of it. Whatever it is she's doing, because I'm like, this is just super dope. Like women helping other women
yeah,
to be successful, women that are, like you said, kicking those doors down in these communities where, they're not used to us being in. And so when I
right,
saw it, I was like, I'm like, I was about to get out of bed because I was so excited about like just meeting you. And so that was a power manifestation between me and you, because
right.
it was something that like you wanted and something that I wanted, and like the law of attraction, universe opened up for us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you can go to her website, go to Miss Regina website. It's entrepreneurgirl.com. A lot of her information is on the website. Let me bring it up actually. And then also tell them what's on the website. You want to
Well,
get into
I
that?
have my hats here. I have hats. I just, decided I love hats. And I also have the clear see-through mask. So, I love a smile. And so I decided, I'm like, why don't I create a mask where you can see a person smile? So we have different colors. Got the little, let me see, turn it this way. Got a little face and stuff jumping off. And then also have the black and the blue and some other colors and stuff like that. And I'm going to start adding like some of my motivational videos up there and some of the workout videos. I'm actually currently working on that right now. So that'll be up soon. And you guys go in there, you guys can go in there and subscribe right now. And then I'll send you, I want to do a personal workout for the she trucking community too. So,
Yes,
yes.
absolutely. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people been asking me if I was gonna sell She Trucking masks. You can get your mask on Entrepreneur Girl. When we're at the shippers and receivers and we have our mask on and it's covering our mouth, sometimes we pull it down to be able to communicate and talk. But could you show them the mask one more time? Because now this is the new norm. So you might as well adapt to it and see how your mouth is exposed so people can read your lips and understand what you're saying. So I love it because instead of pulling our mask down, now we exposing ourselves. You can see our just smile. You can see our smile. You can understand what we're saying, and we can communicate better. So if you're interested in one of these masks, hold it up one more time. I'm gonna take myself off.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're interested, thank you so much. If you're interested in the mask, the website is going across the screen, the www.entrepreneurgirl.com. And then you can get those beautiful hats as well. They are gorgeous. She have them in all different colors as well. So, yeah, check it out, y'all. Check it out.
Gotta get you some with, to match your gear.
Absolutely.
And then when we talked about putting the patch on there, the she trucking patch on there, we figure out a place to put it.
And if you order one of the hats, then like in the comments or something, just communicate and let her know. We're gonna get patches for the community, and then we'll attach it to the hat. So
and then I'm gonna create a discount code for She Trucking or whoever is on the podcast. I'm gonna create that. I'll do that once we get off of here, so that you guys get a special discount.
That's absolutely amazing. So y'all just heard it live. Look out for the discount code that you can be able to purchase the hats and masks and all the products. I think that's the only thing you are doing right now, right? The hats and the masks.
Yeah, I have some accessories and stuff too, which I need to upload on there. I'll try to get into that tonight. I'm not gonna make no promises, but I'm gonna try my best. I was taking some pictures yesterday, so I'm gonna take the rest of the pictures and just upload some more stuff on there. So yeah.
Miss Shauna Trucker Diva, she is a workout. Like, let me tell you about her. I met her. Oh Lord, it's been a long time, sis. And she has been working out. Like, she did a whole transformation. And she told me she was gonna start this, and I should have went with her and started working out with her.
Oh,
Well, she left me behind, so you know. And so I want to get into your exercise regimen and all that stuff. And can we get into that portion of it?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So what I did was I was going through a stage of like crazy depression. Like I would go get out of bed to go downstairs and go sit on the couch and lay on the couch all day. And I would just eat all kind of junk food and fast food and didn't really care about like my health. And it was really starting to affect me like in a major way. I couldn't get myself out of the slump for nothing in the world. And when I would get up and get in the shower, I would just get in that shower and I would just get on my knees sometime and I would just ask God to help. Like that was just my thing, was just help, 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 help. It's like, you know my heart, you know what I need. I don't know what I need at this point, but I need you to help. So that was just my prayer, was just help. And so when I went into that intention of wanting to just get help, things started coming around to me. Things started just happening to me. I started getting, being around people that were encouraging me, people that were, just good to be in my space. And so I decided to start taking walks. I would just take a walk. I would just like get up in the morning and just, walk the neighborhood. And then I would have my headphones on. I might listen to like a motivational message, or I listen to like one of my favorite songs. And, sometimes I have it on repeat. But I started listening to music that reminded me of myself and didn't put me like in a space of, oh, I'm thinking about somebody else. I wish this, I wish that. I had to like clear my mind and realize that I needed to help myself. So in order for, me to get into that space, I had to recognize that there's something wrong. There's something going on with me and I need to change that. And so I decided to join a cross fitness class, maybe like a year or two after I would just do my walks every morning. And so when I joined a cross fitness class, at first I was super intimidated because I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be hard, because they're doing exercises on all these different levels. But there were people in my class that were 70 years old, people in my class that were young, people in my class that were, middle aged like me. And it was a community that really, really pushed one another. We pushed each other to just go hard and just to and if you can't go hard, just you showed up. So I started doing the 5 a.m. workouts. And after that, when the quarantine happened, what I did was I was like, okay, I cannot not work out and not stay on my regimen. So what I did was I created a Zoom for people that wanted to work out and people that wanted to, get into better shape and to eat right. And, I do a juicing. I would juice like in the morning. I would put myself on my Instagram or my Facebook and encourage people to, just eat right. Even buying the correct groceries when you go to the store. Don't buy the stuff that is going to trigger you and make you want to eat it. And so that really was like the start of my health journey. It definitely was it.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Miss Shana said, I didn't leave you. Everything that she was losing, I was gaining. So this time so I would love for you to come into our community, sometime, and as you are, and go live, when you're doing your regular lives, we would love to have you on, because it's motivating. Next, now this go around, we're gonna motivate each other. So y'all don't leave me. Y'all grab me and make me come on and do this thing.
And the thing that I've learned is this. The thing is to just start, just to do it. Right. Like right. Don't put it off for tomorrow. Like tonight when you have dinner, just think about what you're going to eat and be aware and intentional of what you are going to eat. Like I stopped eating my bread. I stopped eating rice. I stopped putting sugar on all my, whatever it was that I was eating. I started becoming aware of the things that made me gain weight. I started becoming aware of the things that made me sluggish and have less energy. I started getting more so into doing my research on what I could do to kind of like wean myself off of that stuff. Like I'm trying the plant-based diet. I did it like maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, and it was really cool. But it's just playing with your body in a sense and figuring out what works for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Which leads me into the juicing. You mentioned juicing, and I've seen some of the fruits and stuff as you juice on
Uh,
your site. Could you tell us what's your best combo? Like, cause I've been trying different things, and
uh,
sometimes I help. Listen, peanut butter was not the go-to thing for me. I tried that; that didn't work. One time, I put apple cider vinegar. Y'all
oh
do
my
not put apple cider vinegar in it. It's gross. That does not work. Okay. So, what's your go-to, like your favorite mixture of
God.
fruit when you juicing?
Well, see, I juice vegetables, and I juice vegetables more than I do the fruit.
Really? Let's get into that now. Teach
Yes,
me. Teach me.
and and you're gonna think it's really gross because a friend of mine, when I told him what I was juicing, he was like, yuck. But I was like, it really is an acquired taste. And once you start to try something else, your taste buds change. So I'll do beets, I'll do ginger, I'll do carrots, and I'll do celery. But then I'll change up. Like sometimes I'll do that, and sometimes I may just do like a cucumber and ginger, and maybe put some lemon in it. So there's different combinations that you could do based on what it is that you want for that day. Like some things give you more energy, some things will give you, like they just boost up like your immune system. So it just depends. But I'm kind of addicted to it now. I really like my beets and my ginger combinations. I put ginger in everything pretty much.
Interesting. So do you peel the vegetables or do you just juice the skin and the vegetables and such?
I peel them. I actually peel them, and I slice them up. Actually, I got some videos, so I'm going to edit that after I finish doing all this other stuff. I got my I got different hats literally that I wear.
Thank you for sharing. I've only done fruit, so I want to try it. I do sometimes do spinach. If
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah. Finish there.
uh-huh. I
Yeah,
put the spinach in there, but that's about all I've done. I've been thinking of ginger though. Ginger has been on my mind for a while because I see people they boil ginger root,
yeah,
and stuff like that. And we learned, especially this year that ginger is very healthy for you,
right.
along with the elderberry. So I put elderberry in my smoothies as well and stuff like that. So
I actually had a smoothie this morning, but I see, but it's your own personal preference. It's like really what you want. Because what I'll do is sometimes if you have like a smoothie in the morning, I know it was hard for me to eat breakfast because I'm just not a breakfast person. So like a smoothie, it'll be cool because it'll fill you up. And then you also can have like I had oatmeal or something with it, but it's best to eat like a few times a day. Don't just eat 3 times a day. You got to eat in between those meals because that's what makes you overeat sometimes is not having enough to eat, And so when you have those portions or that portion control, you believe it or not, it feels like your stomach is like getting smaller because you're just not, you're not impulse eating. You know what I mean? Not on the
right,
seafood diet.
right. And what type of recommendations will you give like truck drivers, because a lot of drivers are listening now, so
Right.
as far as adding to their life of self-care, of making sure that they get up, what would you suggest that one main thing that we can change to incorporate, what would you suggest?
So this is a very good question because just being on the road is a lot. It's like you have to make healthy choices. Like if you go to a fast food restaurant, look at the healthier items on the menu. Sometimes I don't order that soda. Don't order that drink that's full of sugar. Instead, order some water. And if you have to have tea, try it without sugar. You know what I mean? Like I'll drink tea, but I don't put sugar in my tea. I may put honey in it every now and again, but the ginger crystals that I have, I don't have to put sugar in it because it already has that different that taste where I don't crave the sugar like I used to. And I'm so grateful for that because I was just like a chocolate fanatic. I love sugar. Like I put that on everything. So what I recommend is if there's any way, I don't know if you guys have like refrigerators or anything like that inside of your trucks, but if you have something where you do, okay, so you can meal prep. You could just cut up all your stuff and put it inside the containers and put it in the refrigerator. And if they have like a little portable juicer or a portable bullet or something like that. You can also do, have your stuff already prepared. Or when you go to the grocery store, they have juices that are already prepared for you if you don't want to do it yourself. I know I bought one that had like kale, oranges, and all kind of stuff in there. So you could pick that up at your local grocery store. So that's something that you can keep on you to make those healthier choices.
And everybody, if you don't know, they sell the blenders, the smoothing machines for the trucks that you can plug into your ignition at the truck stops. So the one in Joplin, I know they had that in Missouri, the I-80 truck stops. So a lot of the Petros and TAs, they have the smoothing machine, y'all. If you don't know, go get you one. Okay, so we can make smoothies in the truck.
Yes. And
Thank
and
you for
a lot of
sharing.
these restaurants are now starting to make these new menus where they are being aware that people want to eat healthier. So just you if you don't see it on their menu, you can always ask them, do they have a different option? And I know one thing for me that helped me, because I love hamburgers and I would crave them all the time. What helped me was I would do protein style. I would just I would tell them, you can go to a restaurant and tell them, okay, I want mine protein style. So it'll have the lettuce will act as the bun. And so you still get the taste of the meat, because that's really what you want, is just the meat. I wanted the bread too, but when I started doing the protein style, I started craving the protein style opposed to the bread. And so when I had the bread, I was like, oh, like my taste buds really, really changed.
Absolutely. I tried the Incredible Whopper and I couldn't. I tried though. My sister is actually vegan. And
Really?
so I used to go and stay with her sometime. And I didn't have an option, y'all. So I learned to like some stuff too. Instead of spaghetti noodles, regular spaghetti, the veggie spaghetti are actually good.
Yeah.
And so I started like switching out a couple of things and trying to do better. But ooh, I can't do the Impossible Whopper, y'all. That hamburger is I need hamburger meat. If I'm doing hamburger,
I tried the plant-based diet like maybe about a month ago, and I did it for like a week, and I was really, really, really shocked with myself. I just randomly just did it, and I was like, okay. I was like, I just could, because I started putting my mind to like whatever I want to do, I can do it. You know what I mean?
The one of the ladies said, Miss Hunter said that you can get a cheap blender at Walmart, but it doesn't have the cigarette lighter plug-in. So you have to make sure you get an adapter and be able to plug it into regular appliances. I love the bullet. I don't know if you have any suggestions that what kind of blender you like.
Yeah, I like the bullet too. I actually have the bullet, and my uncle actually gave me a juicer. It's an old juicer. He never used it, and he was just like, I said, you know what? I need to give me a juicer. And I manifested this too. He was like, I got one, you can have it. So it's like a real old school blender. But my mom has this really nice blender, but it's big. So I'm trying to, I'll do some research on that and see what type of blender would be good for truckers, because I'm quite sure they have like a smaller one. And you can get like a adapter. Do they have like a plug or something that you can plug into the cigarette thing?
We do. Yes.
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying. If you get it at Walmart, you got to get that plug in. Yeah. Constance Mobley, I just want to give her a shout out. Constance Mobley with Merit to the Miles just brought out a cookbook, y'all. So make sure you go to her page, Merit to the Mile, and check it out. It's a digital ebook where you can download, and it's recipes that she actually cook in the truck. So check it out. Very healthy recipes. And I think she's coming out with a vegan book as well.
I love it. I'm vegan food. Check that out.
Yes. It looks good. I'm like, oh, I got me a cooker. I told her the other day, I just got a cooker. So I'm going to be trying to put some of her recipes together because it looks so good. Is there anything that you want people to know, like, about you that we have not discussed?
Well, I'm silly. I love to laugh. I love people. Like, I love good people. I love just good energy. And I just want people to know that there's nothing like love. There's nothing like just, you guys travel all over the world. And you guys are so needed and so necessary and so essential. Before this, they thought about essential workers or anything like that. Like, I just wanted to let you guys know that I truly appreciate everything that you do. And I'm so excited to be a part of this community. And whatever it is that you guys need from me, I am here and I'm available.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What do entrepreneurship mean to you? Because I love the entrepreneur girl. So what does entrepreneurship mean to you?
Well, entrepreneurship, it means freedom. It means creativity, like endless creativity. It means that you just keep going on and on and on and on and on. It's like, who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna check you? Who's gonna tell you that you can't? It's just like it gives me a rush to think about entrepreneurship, because when I see somebody like you, Sheree, that has created an outlet, and you basically saw a need and you supplied something to that will fit that need. And so that kind of stuff is so encouraging, and it is so like it just charges my soul to see people that thrive, and people that, even though they go through different obstacles in business, they still keep it pushing. That's such a beautiful thing. And like I want to say this, I'm pun intended, keep it trucking. Somebody said something, it's a comment.
Yes, thank you so much. Miss Shauna said good vibes. Yes, I love it. And then another one of you, I can't see your name, but as you see, it says yes, Regina, and with a heart,
Oh,
love. So if y'all, I know if you're tuning in right now, let me introduce. This is Miss Regina Shields. She's an amazing motivational speaker. She's a film editor. You name it, honey. She's all about self-care as well, and that's how we want to have her on, because we at a time right now where you got the pandemic, you got all these different things going on, and this is a time where we may forget about ourselves.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's important that we take time for ourselves, and if y'all missed the meditation, oh my God, hashtag replay. Okay. Go back and replay this video and meditate, because that moment that you shared just a minute ago, like I said, it made me feel better. So I
Yeah.
know it make other people feel better as well. Definitely go back and rewind and join us in that meditation time right there, because it's needed, you
Yes,
know?
yes, it really, really is. And like I said before, it's not selfish to love yourself. It's not selfish to want to, take care of yourself. And the thing about it is this: just imagine if a plane is going down and you got a child next to you. You're not gonna put that mask on the child first. You're gonna put that mask on yourself first, because in order for you to even think about survival, you got to make sure you cover yourself. And then you'll be able to help the baby. The baby not gonna know what to do. So it's the same thing with self-care. You really, really, really have to put that mask on yourself. And the best way to do that is to start appreciating yourself, to start speaking life, to start speaking love, to start speaking healing, to start speaking good vibes, to start just speaking life is good. All of my needs are met. Just meditating on a good word and passing positive vibes, because we are in control of our feelings, our thoughts, and our emotions. I just started doing the lives maybe like when the pandemic started, because I've always been a vision pusher, and I've always pushed people to be great, to be their best, to do whatever it is that they want to do. You know what I mean? And so with that, I said, you know what? It's time to do it. It's time to do it. Like, stop waiting on that moment. Stop waiting on, oh, I need another picture. I tell people, all of my clients that I do social media marketing and stuff for, they're just like, no, I'm not ready to put my page up yet. I'm like, why not? Well, I don't have enough pictures. I don't have a logo. I don't have this. I don't have that. I said, give me the one picture that you have and the name that you have, and I will create the name. I'll put that one picture up, and next thing you know, they're motivated. I said, you'll go to sleep dreaming about the next idea, the next stage, because you're excited to see it laid out. You got to make it plain, lay it out and see it. Start to visualize that thing that you want, and it will start to manifest. Next thing you know, you'll have people coming to you left and right. Like if I saw S.H.E trucking online right now, I'd be like, oh my God, what is that? But just think about that. If I don't see S.H.E trucking online, I wouldn't know I don't know what's in your mind. So the thing about it is, get that stuff out of your mind. Like Miles Monroe said, there's a bunch of great ideas and dreams in the graveyard. Don't let yours be that one.
That was a powerful statement.
Thank you.
I was, I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that was powerful.
Thank you.
I was just, I had, I had saved something earlier today. I was thinking about our show today, and someone wrote it was two. It says two silent killers that hold 90% of entrepreneurs back,
Mm-hmm.
and that was perfection and procrastination.
Oh
People
God,
procrastinate
ooh, kind of word.
instead of getting it done, or they want it to be perfect, and it's not gonna be over time. You can make it, you know,
Yeah,
perfect, but you have to start. You
yeah.
know, so that was the two things that 90% of entrepreneurs are held back by perfection, trying to be perfect, and
Mhm.
then procrastinating on doing it and then starting. So, um,
That reminds me of a friend of mine that she mentioned. She was like, I want to start a nonprofit organization. I want to do this. I want to do that. And years later, she hasn't started. And so I applied for mine like about a week or two ago. And I wanted to tell her, I'm like, have you applied for yours yet? Have you took the necessary steps to get it done? Because we sometimes we'll just continuously talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, but we never do it. You know what I mean? And I'm there to encourage my friends and encourage my family. But at the same time, my motto for Film Girl is we show you better than we tell you. So, that's why a lot of people now are coming at me left and right, like, oh, wow, Regina, I see you doing your thing, is because talk can only get you so far. But when you see doers and you see people actually making things happen and stuff starting to manifest, you like, oh my God, everything is happening. So, just be a doer. It's easier done than said. We changing it up. It's not easier said than done. It's easier done than said. Start right now.
right, you're absolutely right. Miss Cheryl Sandberg said, "Done is better than perfect."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That went a long way with me when she
That's a
said,
word.
"It is done is better than perfect."
That is a true word.
I can't tell what's your name. As you see, it say Facebook user. It says write the vision and make it plain.
Yes.
Um, and I love this, much needed. Thank you all for tuning in. Share this out. If you're watching, if you are watching with us, please share this out and let someone feel this energy.
Yes.
Um,
Vibrations. Good
what
vibration.
books do you read? Like, what motivates you? Let's go into that. What motivates you before we go to the books? What motivates you? And if you get to a point where you get like stuck or down, like, well, how do you get out?
Well,
That's my next
this
question.
is one book that I've been reading lately. It's called Thriving as an Empath: 365 Days of Self-Care for Sensitive People by Dr. Judith Orloff. And this is a book that started me off doing my lives because there's a message every day in the book. It's just like a one page message. And so it'll talk about something and then it'll say set your intention. So it's basically a book about self-care for empaths. And this was something that I really, really, really needed help with. And so a friend of mine, she just surprised me with the book and bought it for me. And it has like a DVD collection or a CD collection. So you can also listen to it in your trucks. And it has a journal. And the journal has been very helpful because you write it out and make it plain, like you said. And it has really, really helped me in a major way to evaluate the things that I am getting right in my space and in my experience. Because our experience is our life. And the other book that I have is Michael B. Beckwith. I read this one a while ago, but it's Prosperity, Plenitude, and Infinite Possibilities. And this book has been really, really helpful. I read the whole thing when I got it, and it's been like life changing because the thing I love about Reverend Michael is he's such a free spirit, and unlike a lot of these other religious churches and things you go to, they always beating you up about something. And you go there and you be like, dang, I came here to feel good and now I feel horrible. And so the thing about Reverend Michael is in the other practitioners there is they speak life, they speak love, they speak generosity, they speak abundance, they speak prosperity, infinite possibilities. Like I said, the thing that you put out there that you don't want and the thing that you put out there that you do want, it has the same, it's on the same level. It's just all about your intentionality. So you really have to be very, very, very aware of the things that you're speaking. So those books have been really, really, really amazing to me.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing. We're definitely gonna check it out. Can you tell me the name of the first one more time? It was
Yes,
Stop.
It is Thriving as an Empath,
Thriving as an empath.
365 Days of Self-Care for Sensitive People.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Yes.
And my next question, do y'all have any questions? If you have any questions for Miss Regina Shields, this is a time to go ahead and ask all your questions now.
I have some
Okay.
people on Instagram joining. Everybody saying hi. I got, hey Manny, hey Rodney Perry, hey got these key. I got a bunch of people in here right now. Everybody just saying hello. So I'm excited. My people are here.
Thank you. Oh, let someone know. Like tune in, because we're gonna get Miss Regina quote at the end of this show, which is gonna be able to motivate you and give you that fuel that you need to keep pushing on. I'm definitely want to get some closing statements from you as well at the end of the takeaway. Like, what do you want people to take away? And let me see if y'all have any questions or any comments. This was about self-care. The topic of today was about self-care, how to thrive. And you know what does being an empath? Let me, can you break that down? Thriving. Can you break that down? Actually,
well, an empath is somebody that like takes on all kind of other energies and other people's problems and all kind of stuff just of the world. Like for me, when I used to watch the news and I would see something going on, I would get really, really sensitive to something that was going on. Like say if somebody got shot or somebody, a kid came up, was kidnapped or anything like that. Like I would be like, oh, like I would take on those different energies. I would take on those things and I would just go to bed thinking about that. And so this book, Thriving as an Empath, it shows you how to protect your energies because there's some things that are not our emotions to carry. Although we are sensitive beings, we still have to be aware that there's only so much that one human being can experience because you end up getting physically sick, taking on all of these different emotions that are not yours. You'll have somebody calling you on your phone with a conversation about some negativity. Next thing you know, when you hang up, you're wondering why you're so down and why you're so just drained and why you feel like you got a problem. Negative people bring problems. And there's people that bring problems that aren't negative, but at the same time, you have to realize the different emotions that you are willing to carry and the ones that you're not willing to carry. And that's when you take that meditative, like just moment and take that breath and just say, and just release. And that's your moment. That is your time to exercise your right as being a sensitive empath and saying, you know what, right now is my time for me to take care of me. It's vital. And it took a lot for me to learn that, but I did. No, go ahead.
absolutely. I'm so happy that you shared that because everything right now, what we see every day, it says I can't breathe. But
Yeah.
thank you for teaching us how to breathe.
Yeah.
Thank you for
And I have
teaching us
something else
how
I
to
want to share
breathe.
with you before we end too. It's something that I do every time I end my live session in the mornings. I do a 6:45 meditation. I don't have the days together that I do. I just will randomly do them like a few days a week. But we do something called the Ultimate Manifestation, which a friend of mine, Reggie, she's a part of Agape as well, Pause for Peace. She introduced me to this Ultimate Manifestation. And I'll also share with you, Sheree, so you can share with the community. But this thing has been really, 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 really helpful to me because I speak this thing every day. I have it on my refrigerator. I have it on my desk. I have it in my mind. I almost have it memorized. But when you speak this thing in all of your intentions of what the words are saying, you start seeing things manifest in your life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it. And you can repeat it after me if you like and just feel it, you know. So it says, The Oath of Manifestation by Dr. Cheryl Ward. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the lives of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens up the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I am open to receiving more abundance and to giving more abundance than I've ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I never need worry again. I am grateful for all that I have and grateful for all that I'm able to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. I love that so much. I absolutely love it so much because just your intentionality of just those words, just speaking those words, just speaking those words. And abundance and prosperity don't always necessarily mean materialistic things or money or anything like that. Like when you think about all needs met, like all of my needs are met, you guys might pull up to a truck stop or something like that, and you're just thinking like, I got a taste for. You'd say something specific, and then somebody will come up and they'll say, "Hey, let me buy you lunch." They're not necessarily putting money in your hands, but all of your needs are met. Everything that you desire, anything that you just put out there and you speak to the universe, it'll come right back to you. It's the law of attraction. It's good vibrations. You know what I mean? Good vibes only.
The energy is real. Absolutely. I definitely get it. I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing. This is the She Trucking Podcast. Today we had Miss Regina Shields from Entrepreneur Girl. You can go to entrepreneurgirl.com. Before we get off, actually, let me go and to your website real quick here. Let's bring up the website so I can show you all where to go, how to go. She's going to give us a code as well, a She Trucking code, where you can go in and get one of the masks as we talked about before. It says, I'm smiling at you. It's a clear mask. Let's see if I can get the picture big. Where if, as I said before, when we're going into the truck stops and going into places, you don't always, people can't understand you. So we tend to pull our mask down. Instead, you can see now because she has the clear mask. And they come in all different kinds of colors and everything. Also, these bomb hats, they're so dope. Okay, dope hats by Entrepreneur Girl. She has all different colors, y'all. Oh my goodness, look how pretty they are. I'm gonna click on a couple.
Yeah.
If you're interested, definitely support. Definitely show your support, and you can follow her on Instagram, Facebook. All those hats, y'all, so pretty, so pretty. So.
And we're gonna get that sheet. We're gonna get that sheet trucking patch on there too. We're gonna figure out where we want to put it and make that happen. So I'm gonna get the patch and we're gonna do a mock up and then we're gonna add that on the site too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to building as well and more of this energy. Like I told you, I told her, I said I'm late today. We're supposed to start at 8:00 and I had to delay 30 minutes and everything. And then she taught me how to meditate. Thank you, Miss Regina.
Right.
Thank you for teaching us how to breathe.
Right.
Because right now everything is, the weight of the world has been on our shoulders. Even with the protesting of George Floyd, is saying that I can't breathe. We felt that. Like I think everybody felt tight. So thank you for teaching us how to relieve and breathe, how to relax and rejuvenate, how to take care of ourselves, that self-care, how to put ourselves first because we deserve it. And how can we help anybody else? It starts with us, right?
Yeah.
So you are very important.
I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you as just showing up and just saying yes to the vision and to the gift and to the light and being a light worker of this world and just showing up. Just showing up. Like you showed up and you're doing your thing, and I'm so proud of you and I'm so honored to know you. And You ain't gonna be able to get rid of me now because we friends for life.
Okay. Thank you. She don't know I manifested for her. You just don't know. Like, I manifested. Manifestation is real, y'all. It
Yeah.
is. And this is a prime example of what it looks like. And thank you. It's an honor to have you in my life as well. If you don't learn anything from this podcast, you're gonna learn how to breathe. You're gonna learn how to meditate. You're gonna learn how to eat more healthy. And you have anything else that you want to add before we go?
I know you said you wanted me to give you a nice quote.
Yes, absolutely.
So one of my favorite quotes is delight in the beauty that surrounds you. And when I say delight in the beauty that surrounds you, it's like no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, find something to delight in. Find even if it's sorry, my phone fell down. Even if it's something as simple as not even simple, but the birds that chirp in the morning, the sun, the beautiful sun, just saying thank you, sun. I appreciate you for just showing up and shining on my face. The beautiful leaves, like whatever it is, a wonderful person at a drive-through, just saying you are appreciated. I acknowledge you. I see you. You know, just delight in the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift that we call life. Delight in it and make somebody's day. Put something positive on your timeline. We need more positive energy. Let's be these light workers. Let's be these light workers we were meant to be. We're created to be. That's it.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. Well, thank you for coming on the She Trucking podcast. It has been an hour. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Time goes by so fast when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So we'll be back again next Sunday as well for another podcast. We have Miss Denise coming on to the podcast. She's from Canada and she does a lot of giving back to the trucking community. We just had Miss Regina Shields. She is the entrepreneur and founder of Entrepreneurial Girl and Film Girl. You can check her website out, Entrepreneur Girl GURL, okay, .com. So definitely check her out and support. This is She Trucking Podcast. I am Sheree Moore, your host. If you don't know what she stands for, it stands for Sisterhood, Helping Empowerment in the Trucking Industry. And on that note, we're out.
Yeah, but you guys follow her website too, shetrucking.com. She got some dope stuff on her merchandise and everything. So y'all make sure y'all follow her and support this sister because she's doing big things in the community. So that's what we do. We support one another. I just want to say that.
Thank you so much. Let me add this in the PPE boxes. I think it's about a couple more people that can order the PPE boxes. They are free on the website. You only have to pay for shipping, and then I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I'm not shipping anything else. So we'll ship over. Oh my God, we have reached over about 1,500 people.
Wow.
And giving them PPE across the United States. So big shout out to Uber Freight for giving us the resources to be able to help pass these PPE boxes out to and get it to drivers and families across the United States. So thank you so much.
Tell my people, I know we got to cut off whatever, but tell them what the PPE boxes are just in case they want to donate or they want to whatever they need to do.
So Uber Freight, they created these boxes because, of course, you know, being a truck driver, we are essential workers and we're traveling from one state to another. And so you don't never know who you're going to come in contact with. Mm-hmm. And at the time when COVID-19 actually hit, we didn't have supplies. Mm. We were shipping supplies. We would have a whole trailer full of masks, hand sanitizer, and no one even asked us if we needed anything. You know, we would pick up the supplies to distribute, but we didn't even have the stuff that we needed, like gloves and all that type of stuff. And so Uber Freight, Real Women in Trucking, Fix, Star Skis. It's been a couple of companies. Miss Juno Jones donated 100 masks. So we have it's a box from Uber Freight that we have left, and it has some disinfectant cleaning solution. Mm-hmm. It also has a mask in it. And it's not your kind of mask. Now I have to show y'all. It's not. Listen, your whole face gonna be covered up. But if you want to be styling and profiling, then we're gonna go on over to Entrepreneur Girl to get us right, because these are the masks that they have in the box. It's actually one of the masks that's in those boxes. It has a gallon of cleaning solution, which is a viral disinfectant kit. And it has sunglasses, a puzzle and stuff like that as well, you know, that, you know, we're trying to just get out the drivers. So and especially people that need it, you know, at the end of the day. So that's what that's all about.
I
Like I
love
said,
it.
we've done 1,500. We have people in different locations. Matter of fact, in California, is a truck wash called TT Washout.
Mhm.
TT Washout is actually located right there in Cali, and
Mm.
they are giving out the PPE kits as
Oh,
well.
good.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Well, I want to be a part of doing something. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be something in relation to the mask. So let me figure it out, and then me and you will talk, and then I'll let you know what I can donate, and because I definitely want to be a part of the change I wish to see in the world, and I definitely appreciate all of you guys for putting your lives on the line just to get us the products, whatever it is that we need right now. I really appreciate you guys. So let me work on something, and if anybody wants to be a part of that, hit me up, and we can all do this together. Let's give them a good surprise.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I will appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's all I
Yes, thank you.
had from the bottom of my heart because it means a lot, you know. Um, Y'all, I guess we will just end the show right there. Like, I think that this is the She Trucking podcast. Blessings to you both. Miss Jennifer says blessings to you both. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Come back at 8 p.m. and I'm gonna encourage her. I'm gonna to come in our community and continue to keep blessing our community.
I will.
Keep motivating us. We got to do these meditations, y'all. Like, I'm in so interested in meditating and learning more about how to meditate. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. I definitely will. I'm gonna take that offer and that challenge, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put something specifically together for you guys. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's bring peace into this world. Let's bring peace into our life.
Peace and love. And on that note, we're out.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Thank you for watching the She Trucking podcast.